is here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We ran into a good buddy of ours, Mark Shaw of Paranoia Comics, and some dude decked out in green paint. What's your name?
My name is Necro-man, and I'm here with Paranoia Comics.
And what do you do?
I save the world.
Okay.
Does it look like I do?
I don't know. That's what we have to find out. All right. And what do you do?
I write these independent comics here with Paranoia Comics.
Are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook, yep. You can just put in Paranoia Comics and find us. We're also on Instagram if you put @paranoia_comics.
How about Twitter?
Twitter, yes, we're on Twitter as well.
That's awesome. Now, I see that you have a new issue. What's the new issue?
Our new issue is Death Right 2. It is a series that it's going to be a 4-part story, and once it all comes together, it's going to be a story that kind of resembles your Halloween or Friday the 13th or slasher story. So it's a horror book.
Sounds like a good book.
Yeah, well, I hope everybody likes it.
Well, the villain, does he have any type of special device that he murders people with?
He does. There's a weapon that he uses that's kind of a blade. It's a cane that's, when he opens it up, he pulls out this blade. And within the story, there's a story behind the blade that it's told that this blade is cursed, and it gives him certain powers.
Okay, so those powers and everything, if they want to know, they have to buy it.
Right, exactly.
So now I see we have Necro-man. What is Necro-man?
Necro-man is a story about a zombie who he's going through some amnesia problems. He doesn't quite know what he is, but he knows he doesn't fit in with the other zombies. He doesn't feel at home scaring and eating people, so he feels like he has a calling to a higher purpose, I should say. And he doesn't know what it is until he hears about the death of this superhero that used to save the city, and he thinks that he probably was that superhero. So he doesn't fit in with other zombies. He's compelled to help people like a superhero. But now that he's a zombie, there's some positives to that, and there's some negatives to that.
What's the positives?
Well, some positives are that he's got a few new power sets where he can. One of them that we're going to explore is he can detach body parts and reattach them. So, if he's in a fight, he can take his arm off and throw it at you, bop you in the face or something, and then he can just stick it back on, and the skin kind of just adheres back together.
So he doesn't need anything special to adhere the skin back? Just like a blob and gooey, and it just boom, like a healing factor?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the negatives?
Some of the negatives could be, well, okay. If he
sucks being dead.
Yeah, well, that too. If he goes a really long time without being under the ground, he needs to be under the ground to absorb all the natural nutrients of the earth to kind of keep his body together.
Like a threshing floor?
Yes, exactly. And then if he goes a really long time without eating brains, he starts losing his free will and his mind, and he becomes more like a regular zombie. So he has to eat brains or flesh to kind of keep his
wits.
Right, but since he wants to save people, he has to find other things than people brains and people flesh to eat.
Okay, because a friend just can't donate it to him.
Right.
Okay, so vermin and such.
Right.
Do you enjoy the vermin?
Sadly, yes.
General tea sauce on it, or a good duck sauce will make it taste good.
That's true. I've never tried that before.
I heard it's really good. I haven't tried it myself. So we're here in Lancaster, and I see that you have a ton of shirts and a lot of books for sale. I did notice a flyer. What's the flyer with Necro-man?
This one is a flyer for Necro-man issue 2, which we're hoping will be done a little bit before the Christmas season. So in about a month, it should be ready to go.
So folks should look us up on Facebook and try to get it there?
Exactly, yep.
Okay. Now I see they have pink t-shirts. Are you doing anything for the breast cancer awareness?
Yep, that's what that's for. Half the profit, we're selling them for $10, and $5 of the profit will go to the cancer. society.
Yeah, so if people can't get here today, can they go online and talk to you?
If they message us on Facebook, we can send them invoice through PayPal, and we can send them one.
That sounds real good. Well, that's it for Comics Panel. Okay, we're at Fourth Wall Comics. We're here with who?
My name's Jim Matheson.
What are you dressed as, Jim? Or is this the normal look for you?
It's kind of a game called Hotline Miami. They all have a bunch of like animal heads. This isn't a character from the game. I just thought it'd be cool to have the animal head and like a baseball bat, and they normally have guns and stuff. So I have a.
But you don't wear this every day. This is for Halloween.
No, this is for today. Yeah,
because I say it's a good look.
Thank you.
You know, keeps going. So Fourth Wall, how did this come to be?
Jared and I had worked at a store in York for about 5 to 10 years between the both of us, and when we moved down to Lancaster, we wanted to bring our kind of feel from working at that store here, and we're just trying to make a fun kind of a comic store. Normally it's really well lit, but because we got the Halloween sale going on, we're trying to make it a little spooky. But I mean, we're all into comics. We like games. We like comics. We like pop culture stuff. So
well, it shows. So I see. Basically, this is what you've done. You've taken your love for comics and created a store.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what are your hours here?
Monday through Saturday, we're 10 in the morning until 9, and Sunday we're 12 to 5. So it's kind of like mall hours in a way, but yep, 10 to 9 and 12 to 5.
Okay, because I see you doing the comic giveaway. Do you participate in the May free comic giveaway?
Definitely, yeah. We have only been open for about 5 months, so we did miss last free comic book day. But next year we're gonna be ready and have a whole bunch of free comics and stuff to give away.
So, what is your expertise in comics? Where would you say it lies?
I don't know. I'm a little bit of everywhere. I know a little bit about DC. I know more Marvel, but then a lot of the like indie stuff, like weird Fantagraphic books, Daniel Clowes, like R. Crumb kind of things. That's the kind of stuff that I have a passion for. But I mean, I love superheroes. I can't get enough of like Marvel, DC, any of those books. Image recently has been awesome. Almost every Image book that's been coming out recently has been really good.
Walking Dead, Outcast.
Yeah, Walking Dead, Saga, Southern Bastards. There's a bunch of really cool books out right now. Paper Girls just came out, and I really like that. So there's a bunch of good ones.
So I see a lot of action figures here. So you get into that as well, collecting wise?
Yeah, I never really collected too many action figures. I remember years ago I did Mighty Mugs, but they kind of dropped down. The new Pop figures are pretty much now what the big Mighty Mugs used to be. But when it comes to figures and stuff, I collect some models, statues, that kind of thing, but not really. I just have a few strewn around the house. I just think they look cool. I mean, when I was little, me and my brother used to play on the stairs, action figures and make up stories, G.I. Joe versus Venom, just crazy stuff. So
sure.
It was pretty fun.
What is the cornerstone issue here that you have for sale?
I would say the biggest thing we got is right up there, Fantastic Four #1. The first like Marvel Silver Age book. It's 1961, I think it is. So really old, awesome. You can't get much better than that. We did have Amazing Spider-Man #1 too a couple weeks, but that went away real quick. So
it got sold fast, huh?
Right now, that's our granddaddy.
And you still give 20% off?
Yeah, that today, yeah. So it's about, I think you get like $500 off of it today if you came in. So it's a pretty big cut.
Yeah, that is a big cut out of your wallet.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
We got a good deal on it, so we're willing to help out collectors in the area. So if someone wants to come in and get it, it's here for them. So.
Now, do you do anything else? Because I see dice games up here. Do you like Magic the Gathering?
Friday Night Magic is every Friday. We have tables normally on the side for people to come in and just play games whenever they want. The top row in our game section are all demos, and I try to get some of them in almost every week, every other week. So at any time when someone comes in, they can grab one of those demos, take them to a table, play a game. We'll have like board game nights on Saturdays. Sundays and Wednesdays are D&D day.
Okay.
So we have a guy that comes in here, Chester, who's been playing D&D for years, teaches people how to make characters, runs leagues with them. It's
That's
really
important.
fun.
It's having somebody teach you because the newbies, they get intimidated fast. How do you play? I don't want to get.
And the good thing about Dungeons and Dragons, it's a lot of it's just in your head. There are basic rules, but you can say, I want to do a backflip off that boar and stab an elf in the back. You can do it. It's just you got to see if your character can do it.
That's right.
So, I mean, it's really fun. I hear them play, and they come up with some really cool stories. So I like hearing that. There was a bard girl in here a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if you know what a bard is, but they play like instruments and sing. She was actually singing when she was doing her spells, and I thought that was actually kind of cool.
That is
other
wicked.
than that, I mean, Thursdays is like Pokemon Day, so we had a bunch of little kids that collect the Pokemon cards but didn't ever know how to play the game. We had a guy here, Will, who's been playing Pokemon forever. He was teaching them how to play, so that's another good thing for people.
Exactly.
To learn how to play the game, so.
It's a big thing to be intimidated and see if somebody's coming who's very experienced. You're not going to want to play because that guy's going to destroy and take all your cards.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing that we have here, because we're trying to be very comfortable, open-minded, and have people be very comfortable. So, like, that Pokemon Day, there's a mom, and she had 2 little kids. When they went over there, they saw the other little kids. Will has his own son that he teaches playing, so we're trying to make everyone feel really comfortable. I don't want people to come in here and be intimidated by anything. You like comics, you're in here for a reason. Ask us any question you have. We'll try to help you out as best as possible.
Okay, question like, how many bricks are on the wall of China?
I don't know that,
Said
but I
any
can
question?
Google it. I can Google
No,
it.
you said ask you any question.
I'll Google it. If I have that computer right in front of me, you come and ask me bricks of China, I will try.
Okay, I had to share that. But I also see you have video games here too.
Oh yeah, me and my brother, when we were little, would go to arcades like almost all the time with our grandpa. So we thought it would be cool to get like any kind of Marvel or like comic feeling game. We still might want to get Turtles in Time, which I loved playing. The Simpsons arcade game is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Turtles in Time 2 is awesome. Those
Yeah,
are
exactly. So eventually we'll get them. I mean, X-Men and Captain America are still great. There's another one, the Spider-Man game where you can be like
Black
Submariner and Black Hat. Yeah, I mean,
God, yes.
We'll see. We're keeping our eyes open. We might expand that too. But I just loved arcade games for growing up. Everything.
This is a one-stop shop place. It really is. You have video games. You have all the comics. You have Dungeons and Dragons. You have Pokemon. So many reasons for people to come in here. You covered everything.
Yeah, and
the
I mean, even
toys.
if there's something we don't have, just let us know, and we can order a massive amount of stuff in here. We have these previews catalogs that go over everything we're going to get in the next 2 months. So whenever someone's a new subscriber or something, we sometimes will like just give them an issue for free. Tell me what you want, and we can get it for you. Stuff like that.
Fantastic.
We're just trying to help people find whatever they want to find.
Well, 5 months in, I think you're doing it right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, seriously, it's really nice here. And with the comics panel, this is the Fourth Wall in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Please check them out. And thanks for the interview.
Yeah,
Greatly
thanks a lot.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun.
See ya.